Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to have you here today. Today, we're going to explore how to master the art of fabric selection and transform your sewing projects from good to extraordinary. Our presentation is titled, How to Choose Fabric for Sewing, Your Ultimate Guide. We'll be covering key tips on selecting the right fabrics, understanding different materials, and making choices that elevate your sewing game. So, let's get started and make your sewing projects truly stand out. Let's talk about why fabric choice really matters. When it comes to creating high-quality garments, the fabric is the foundation. It influences not only the look and feel of the final product, but also its durability and performance. Choosing the right fabric can make all the difference in how your clothes hang, breathe, and last over time. Throughout this chapter, we'll explore how different fabrics behave and why understanding these characteristics helps us make smarter decisions. Remember, the fabric you select sets the tone for everything else: design, comfort, and even how your brand is perceived. So, paying close attention to fabric choice is essential in delivering a product that stands out and truly meets your goals. Choosing the wrong fabric can really set you back. It might lead to hours of sewing that go to waste and result in garments that you just can't wear outside the house. That's why making the right fabric choices is so important. When you select quality fabric, your handmade pieces will hold up better over time, even after washing and wear. They'll keep their look and feel, which is key to making something you're proud of. Plus, the right fabric doesn't just last. It also makes sure your garment fits perfectly and feels comfortable all day long. No one wants to be tugging at a tight or itchy piece, right? So remember, the fabric truly makes or breaks your project. It's the foundation that determines whether your finished piece is stylish, durable, and comfortable. This is all part of creating clothing that not only looks good but also lasts and feels great to wear. When choosing fabrics, it's crucial to consider your budget and the availability of materials. This helps ensure your project stays feasible and on track. Next, think about the care and maintenance needs of the fabric. Some require delicate handling, while others are more durable and low maintenance. The frequency of use and typical wear patterns also matter. If something will be worn every day, you'll want a fabric that can stand up to regular use without showing too much wear. Weather and seasonal requirements are equally important. Will your project be exposed to rain, sun, or cold? Picking fabrics suited to these conditions will improve longevity and comfort. It's essential to consider these key conditions, because each category of project demands different fabric characteristics for the best results. For example, a casual garment might need different qualities than a formal or outdoor piece. Now think about what you're making. Are you designing everyday wear, a special occasion item, practical outerwear, or even something for your home? Clarifying your vision from the start helps guide your fabric choices effectively. Start with your project's purpose. Knowing exactly what you want to achieve provides a clear focus for your decisions. This way, you can select fabrics that align perfectly with your overall design goals, making sure your final piece is both beautiful and functional. Let's dive into understanding fabric basics. In this chapter, we're going to explore the fundamental concepts behind fabrics, which are the building blocks of any textile project. It's important to grasp these basics because they influence everything from the feel and appearance of the fabric to its durability and how it behaves during sewing. We'll look at different types of fibers, how they are made into yarns, and ultimately into fabrics. Recognizing these differences helps us select the right fabric for each project and understand how it will perform. So, as we go through this chapter, keep in mind that a solid understanding of fabric basics is essential for making informed choices and achieving the best results in our work. Let's take a closer look at the versatile applications of different fibers. When we talk about blending fibers, we're combining the best of both worlds. For example, cotton polyester or linen rayon blends offer a balance, giving us comfort and durability, along with breathability and easy care. These are ideal for practical, everyday garments that need to perform well in various conditions. Moving on to smart blends, these typically involve synthetic fibers like polyester, nylon, or spandex. They excel in durability and wrinkle resistance, making garments low maintenance and long-lasting. However, it's important to note that they tend to be less breathable compared to natural fibers. Speaking of natural fibers, fabrics like cotton, linen, wool, and silk provide exceptional breathability and soft comfort against the skin. They are biodegradable and have a timeless appeal, but they usually require more delicate care routines to maintain their quality over time. So, in summary, natural fibers offer superior breathability and comfort, but may need more careful handling. Synthetic fibers are more durable and easy to care for, though less breathable. And blends aim to combine these qualities for versatile, practical clothing options that suit a wide range of needs. This variety allows us to choose fibers based on the specific performance and care characteristics we desire in our garments. Pro tip: match fabric weight to garment silhouette for best results. Lightweight fabrics won't support structured designs, so they are better suited for softer, more fluid garments. On the other hand, heavy fabrics can overwhelm delicate patterns and fine details. Now, let's talk about some specific types of fabrics. Denim, twill, and wool coating are great examples of fabrics that provide structure and warmth. They're essential for making pants, jackets, and outerwear that need to hold their shape and offer durability. Moving on to heavyweight fabrics, think cotton poplin, linen, and chambray. These are the workhorses of sewing. They're ideal for everyday shirts, skirts, and versatile pieces that strike a good balance between structure and comfort. Next, medium-weight fabrics like voile, chiffon, and georgette. These create beautiful, flowy tops, summer dresses, and delicate scarves. They're perfect for warm weather and for designs that move gracefully. Finally, understanding fabric weight and structure helps us choose the right material to achieve the look and functionality we want. Matching fabric weight to the garment silhouette is key to a successful sewing project. Let's take a closer look at the fabric weight spectrum. On one end, we have heavier fabrics like wool and upholstery coatings, which are quite dense and sturdy. These are ideal for items that need durability and structure. Moving slightly lighter, we encounter denim and canvas, still fairly heavy but a bit more flexible, perfect for casual wear or accessories. Next, we have medium-weight fabrics such as poplin and linen. These are versatile, often used in shirts and dresses because they strike a good balance between durability and comfort. Then, on the lighter side, there are fabrics like cotton lawn and voile. These are lightweight and breathable, making them great choices for warm weather garments or delicate apparel. Finally, at the sheer end of the spectrum, we find chiffon and organza. These fabrics are very light and see-through, usually used for elegant overlays, evening wear, or decorative accents. Understanding this spectrum helps us choose the right fabric for the right purpose, ensuring that our designs are functional and aesthetically aligned with their intended use. Let's take a closer look at key fabric properties. In this chapter, we'll explore the essential characteristics that determine how fabrics perform and feel. These properties are crucial because they influence everything from comfort to durability and suitability for different applications. Understanding these key points helps us make better choices when selecting fabrics for specific uses. For example, properties like strength, elasticity, and breathability directly affect the fabric's functionality. By the end of this chapter, you'll see how these properties connect to the overall quality and performance of textiles. So, let's dive into each of these important fabric properties and see how they shape the textiles we use every day. Now let's talk about structured fabrics like denim, wool suiting, and canvas. These materials hold their shape really well, making them perfect for tailored garments. You'll often see them used in blazers, structured pants, and pieces that need crisp lines and a polished, professional look. They're great because they give your designs that sharp, clean silhouette. Next, we have drapey fabrics such as rayon challis, silk, and crepe. These create a fluid, elegant look with gathered styles that flow beautifully. They're ideal for maxi dresses, flowing blouses, or any designs that feature soft pleats or graceful movement. These fabrics add a touch of sophistication and ease to your garments. Then we move to knits, jersey, and spandex blends. These materials are all about flexibility and comfort, making them perfect for fitted, body-hugging styles. You'll find them in activewear, leggings, or any garments that need to move with your body throughout the day. Their stretchability is key to both comfort and functionality. Finally, understanding stretch and drape is essential because it explains how fabric moves and behaves. Knowing how a fabric stretches and drapes helps us design better, more comfortable, and more beautiful garments that fit perfectly and move naturally with the wearer. This is all about balancing form and function in our designs. Always remember to touch and test fabric before you make a purchase. Your hands are actually telling you what your skin already knows about comfort and feel. When you handle different fabrics, pay attention to their texture, whether they feel rough, stiff, soft, or smooth. Rough or stiff fabrics like burlap or heavy canvas tend to work well for outerwear, bags, or home decor because they provide structure and durability. However, they're rarely suitable for intimate apparel or anything that needs to feel nice and comfortable against your skin all day long. On the other hand, soft textures like cotton jersey and silk charmeuse feel luxurious to the touch. They're perfect for garments worn directly against the skin. Think underwear, pajamas, or summer t-shirts. These fabrics offer the comfort and softness that make your skin happy. This is what I like to call the touch test. It's a simple but powerful way to gauge comfort by feeling the fabric's texture and feel. Remember, when it comes to fabric choices, comfort is king. So always take a moment to test before you buy, because ultimately, your hands will guide you to the right choice for your skin. When you're considering a new piece of clothing, always check the care labels before buying. Is it dry clean only? Can it go in the washing machine? Or do you need to hand wash it? Also, pay attention to iron settings. These details are crucial because they directly impact the long-term practicality of the garment and how much it will cost to take care of over time. Now, think about the type of fabric. Easy care synthetics like polyester are generally more forgiving and require less delicate handling. On the other hand, natural fibers like silk or wool are more delicate and often need special care routines. So, it's important to consider your lifestyle and how much patience you're willing to dedicate to maintenance. Next, ask yourself if the fabric can withstand frequent washing and regular wear. For everyday clothes, you want durable, color-fast fabrics that won't lose their appearance after multiple wash cycles. This ensures your garments stay looking good and last longer, making them a smarter investment. All these factors, the care labels, fabric type, and durability, tie back to the overall theme of making thoughtful choices that balance style, practicality, and longevity. When considering color fastness, it's important to think about how often your garments will be exposed to sunlight or washing. Fabrics that are solution-dyed tend to resist fatting much better than those with surface-printed colors, so if durability is a priority, that's a smart choice. Moving on to fade resistance, keep in mind that large prints usually require more fabric for pattern matching and need careful placement. If not, the pattern might end up looking unflattering or mismatched. On the other hand, small prints and solid colors are more flexible. They tend to waste less fabric and are easier to work with overall. Now, let's talk about pattern placement. When choosing your patterns, think about how they'll sit on your body. Proper placement can make a big difference in how flattering your outfit looks. Larger patterns can sometimes be overwhelming if not positioned carefully, while small prints and solids give you more room for flexibility and can be more forgiving. Finally, color selection is a key part of your overall style. Pick colors that complement your personal style, your skin tone, and the occasion. Deep jewel tones often convey sophistication and elegance, making them perfect for formal or professional settings. Pastels, on the other hand, suggest softness and approachability, ideal for casual or friendly environments. And remember, color psychology plays a role too. Colors can influence how others perceive you and how you feel. So, choosing the right colors and patterns isn't just about fashion. It's about expressing yourself and making a confident statement. Let's dive into some practical selection tips that can really make a difference. First, when choosing the right option, it's essential to consider the specific needs and context of your situation. Think about what aligns best with your goals and resources. Next, evaluate the reliability and reputation of your options. This helps ensure you're making a sound decision. Remember, it's not just about what's popular or trendy, but what truly fits your unique circumstances. Also, don't overlook the importance of ease of implementation and support. If something is too complex or unsupported, it could cause issues down the line. Ultimately, these tips connect to our overall theme of making informed, strategic choices that lead to better results. Keep these principles in mind as you move forward, and you'll be well equipped to select the best options for your needs. All right, let's talk about beginner-friendly advice. It's really important to stick to the recommended fabrics when you're starting out. This helps you avoid a lot of frustration and setbacks. As you gain more experience, you'll naturally start to learn which fabric substitutions work well and which ones can cause headaches, so don't worry if it takes some time. Sewing patterns are designed with specific fabric types in mind, and those recommendations are carefully selected to give you the best possible fit and appearance. These suggestions come from extensive testing, so following them ensures your finished garment looks just as you envisioned. I want to emphasize trusting the designer's expertise here. Their recommendations are based on years of testing and knowledge. Always use your pattern's suggested fabrics because they're tailored to give you the best results. Remember, sticking to these guidelines helps you build confidence and improves the quality of your sewing projects. When you're shopping online, it's really wise to order fabric swatches before committing to buying large quantities. This way, you can touch and feel the materials in person or even visit fabric stores to get a hands-on experience. It helps you ensure the fabric matches your expectations and project needs. Next, always gently pull on the fabric to assess its stretch recovery. This tells you how well it bounces back after stretching. Draping the fabric over your arm is also a great trick to see how it naturally falls and moves, giving you a sense of its flow and structure. Checking opacity is another key step. Hold the fabric up to natural light and see if you can see through it. This will help you determine if you need to add lining or if the fabric is suitable for your purpose without transparency issues. Feeling the texture is equally important. Run your fingers across the surface to see if it feels pleasant or if it's scratchy, stiff, or rough. Comfort is essential, especially for clothing or items that will be in contact with skin. Finally, always test the fabric before buying. These simple steps can save you from surprises later and ensure you're happy with your choice. Remember, taking the time to evaluate fabric quality up front makes a big difference in the final outcome of your project. Now, let's talk about how to visualize your fabric choices effectively. Using design apps or online tools allows you to digitally drape fabric patterns directly onto your garment templates. This gives you a realistic preview of how the fabric will look on the actual design before you even cut into your materials. It's a great way to experiment with different patterns and textures without any waste or guesswork. Next, collecting printed swatches and arranging them with your pattern envelope can really help you see how colors and textures work together in real life. This tangible approach gives you a better sense of the overall aesthetic and helps you make informed decisions before finalizing your fabric selections. And finally, comparing your fabric samples with inspiration photos, sketches, or digital mock-ups allows you to preview the final look before committing. Creating mood boards can tie everything together visually, helping you see how all the elements come together in your finished project. Overall, these steps, digital previews, physical swatches, and mood boards, are essential tools that help you visualize and refine your design, ensuring your final garment turns out just as you envisioned. Armed with knowledge about fiber content, weight, drape, and care requirements, you're now ready to choose fabrics that truly bring your creative visions to life. Remember, happy sewing comes from making informed choices. Your perfect fabric is out there waiting for you, and with practice, selecting it will become more intuitive and enjoyable. Trust the process. Don't rush the selection. Take your time to explore different options, touch samples, and do thorough research before making any purchases. It's important to match the fabric to your project's purpose the pattern requirements, and your personal comfort needs. When you do this, you'll find your fabric choices become more confident, leading to greater sewing success. So enjoy the journey. Happy sewing.